Book land, how are you doing this evening? Baxter Cribbs here with you once again. I don't even remember what day this is on my 90-day challenge, but I wanted to come back to you once again today and continue on something that I started on yesterday. And as I've pointed out, I heard the same conversation by different what you call them, gurus, I suppose, as my day yesterday, talking about doubt. And it brought me back to the one book that I had read, and that is by Brandon Burchard. And I showed it in this, and I know it's backwards when you look at that, but it's a Motivation Manifesto. And I wanted to use his because it's more descriptive, I think, than the other words are. But anyway, and it wasn't that, and so that's where I started at last night. And I talked about what stops us in whatever we do. And he used the idea of the word defiance there, and you can see I got the light right in the end of that. But that word defiance here is written up here, and I'm getting fairly good at writing this stuff backwards so that y'all can read it the right way out there. But defiance he describes as a major overall entity, okay, that attacks us, and it has 2 or 3 heads under it because he used the idea of having a 3-headed serpent, where you have the one body and the 3 heads that come up. And and that's a mythology animal, and I kind of drew a stick figure that last night. I didn't decide I'd do this tonight and show off my artistic skills because, well, one, we just want to move ahead and make some facts known here. And I hope that I can do this for us tonight. As we talked about, the first head of the serpent is called doubt. And you go back and watch that video, if you will. It talks about that a little bit, in that doubt is something that says to us, you don't have the ability, you can't do that, don't go out here. And it puts these things in our head of that we simply are not good enough. Tonight I want to continue on talking about this same serpent, the same defiance that stops us in our tracks, and go on to the 3-headed and start here with the second one, which is delay. Now delay is even more evil, if you will, than doubt is. Because see, doubt, whenever you have doubt, it's just, okay, maybe you can't do this. But then by faith, in believing because of facts that you've seen, somebody else did this, you look at the thing, you decide you can do that, and so by faith you then move ahead and you overcome doubt. And so, but if you allow doubt to work in your mind, then this little creature right here, delay, he picks it up and he really starts into us then next. He said, because whenever he comes on strong. He's not like doubt that kind of just slips in there and says, you know, you probably ain't ready for that. Delay hits you really hard. It hits you right in the chest. And he tells you, as you see on the other side here, stop. You're not ready for that. Wait, don't do that. You're going to fail. Put it off to tomorrow. Sit down and wait on that. And how many times do we really listen to that delay voice come into our head, especially on things that we have a little fear of? And that's what delay works on. He works off your fears really good. And he says, don't you pick up that phone and make that call. Don't you write that blog post. Don't you go down to the gym. You know, Thanksgiving's right here, Easter's right here on us. You're going to be eating a bunch of chocolate eggs here directly from that rabbit. Don't start that diet today. Don't start that exercise. Put it off until whenever. That's how delay works. And it shouts throughout our whole body. And it causes us to actually sit down and stop doing these things. And we put it off. And we put it off. And we put it off. And that's what happens, my friends, whenever a delay works into our life. And it slows down everything, all your progress that you have in your life. And we need to examine ourselves and say, where is this happening? Where did I get stalled at back here? I had this project going, but all of a sudden, delay showed up. And I said, okay, I need to quit. And so we sat down. We wasn't ready, or we thought we wasn't ready. We probably were. And the fact is, my friends, if we wait till we're ready, we never will do it. I got this very example of this Facebook Live here. As I tried to get ready, and I thought, okay, how long am I going to play with this before I just turn the thing on and let's get started sharing this information with the people out there so that they can understand that delay is a evil entity that stops you from having success in your life. I mean, where are you at now? Was you going to get a better job here? Were you going to start to school? Were you going to go? And all these things you can look back and say, I was put it off. Because, first of all, you had doubt. And when you let that get by, then delay really hits you hard. And you put it on a shelf. So what we need to do is to look at ourselves and say, okay, where did I stop at something? What stalled me? And look at that and write it down. Make a list of the things that we want to accomplish that we have decided not to because we thought we wasn't ready. Because something told us you stop. Sit down. You know, you can't do that. What kind of list can we make? Now, very simple thing, just as doubt has its antidote of faith. You believe, you see facts, you put it at work, faith will help you overcome doubt. If you get into delay, do you know what, just the opposite of this is what brings about the change that you can beat delay? And that is, you've heard the saying that success loves speed, and that is true. Here's the reason, because speed means you're doing something. And so action, taking action, immediate action whenever this comes, and he tells you, don't do this. I've got a book flapping around here, don't do this here. You're not ready. Sit down, wait, stop, no. Get up. Press the button that says go live. Pick up the phone that says call this guy. Call this girl. Go visit them here. Go visit them there. Go to school. Get on your diet. It don't matter if Thanksgiving is tomorrow. So what? If you're trying to quit smoking, how long are you going to put that off? Because delay is a very strong evil. Now, I like to use this towards a reference that I live in our health. Because without your health, my friends, you really end up having nothing. You know, I mean, I just come from church, and we find that people over there in this community are this is a what they call a cancer belt. And there's so many people that have these issues, and they find it tonight was discussed about one having a cancer that came up was going to have something removed, going to have her breast removed, because all of a sudden we found a lump years ago that we didn't go check, and now what happened? Delay said, don't worry about that. My friends, in our life of success, if we don't take action on what we want to go, what we want, where we want to go, what we want to do, then you will never get there. Delay has one that stole the life out of your soul. We don't want that. We want to take action. So sit down tonight, my friends. Make a list of the things that you want to do. Put it out in front of you, so in the morning when you get up, because it's late now, because guess what I'm doing? I'm telling you to delay. If it's something you can do tonight, get on it. I'll fix and sit down here in a few minutes and do some other stuff until I can't hold my head up. Now, I don't suggest everybody does that. I work part-time at this. And delay is one of my biggest enemies, because it's so easy when I come home and say, okay, I'm tired. I've been 10 hours a day. I need to just sit down and rest a few minutes. And so I put off getting done what needs to be done. My daily mode of operation falls to the wayside if I'm not very careful. Delay is that very powerful, because you allow it to get inside of you. In every cell of your body, sit down, it says. My friends, take action in your life. Make a list of the things that you want to do, that you've stopped, and get busy doing it. I hope this has been helpful this Sunday evening to you. My friends, if it has, please leave a comment below. And if you know anybody that can use this as an encouragement as well and find value in it, then please share with them also. And my friends, that's it for this evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you and have a good night.